The 13 Help Team continuing to uncover more allegations of neglect against a Kent County long-term care facility.
Claims of preventable amputations, residents being dropped and ignored for hours, have already prompted investigations.
Since our first story aired last month, we've had more than a dozen residents or loved ones calling us about the conditions inside the skilled facility on East Beltline. Tonight, our Charlie Tinker is hearing from family members who say their loved one died as a result of his care there.
And Charlie, they aren't the only ones making that claim.
Yeah, Kirk, Juliet, I wanted to read you a few lines from this letter I got from Betsy Curtis. It's about her late husband, Fred. She writes, his month at Skilled was the worst ever for him. Now, Fred passed away May 21st, 2020 in hospice care a few days after his discharge from that Skilled facility. Betsy is now the second person with this letter to come to us and describe loved ones going through essentially the same ordeal inside this place, like Linda McIntosh's brother, and a feeling of powerlessness to help them.
We feel like kind of guilty, and it hurts because we wanted him moved, we got him moved, but now we feel like we did the wrong thing.
And Linda McIntosh says there's no escaping those feelings, welling up whenever her thoughts turn to her brother's last days alive.
These two guys here really took care of him.
Stephen Gilbreth loved riding his bike anywhere he could, a social guy who was usually pictured smiling.
He loved to be out, loved to be out.
Until one day, Linda says, when the family noticed a change.
Something ain't right here.
The diagnosis was dementia. Stephen would need round-the-clock care and was eventually moved to a facility in Greenville.
It was just too hard to get back and forth up there to see him.
Linda says it was one of her brother's caregivers there that told him about another choice that would cut down on their driving distance.
They had the opening, and they were able to get him in.
The Skilled campus on East Beltline, after all, was only a few miles away.
Thinking he's gonna be in good hands like he was in Greenville. Wrong.
Because on day one,
He was in this wheelchair. He fell out head first.
Linda says Skilled administrators later said no to physical therapy, and the man, she says, was always on the move, began to quickly decline.
He couldn't feed himself. He couldn't walk. He couldn't do nothing. We would go back and forth unexpectedly because we didn't feel good about it.
Linda recalls one of those visits finding her brother laying in bed with just his shirt on after he had soiled himself.
Just laying there. And he said, "Help me."
Later in his stay there, Linda says they found open bed sores staff had never treated either. She points out someone did have the time to move the call bell beside Stephen's bed, Linda thinks, so he could no longer ask for help.
It's like they was not giving him any at all. And to see him go from this nice-sized guy, he was talking to us and laughing, and all of a sudden everything just went away. Went away.
His cherished mobility, his dignity, and as Stephen's family would come to learn, the health he had left.
The doctor came in and told me, he said, "Well, your brother's in bad shape. He has really been treated wrong, and I'm very sorry for that."
Dehydrated and racked with infection,
I said, "It's all right. You don't have to sit here and fight. You don't have to do that no more." And all of a sudden, he took his breath. He took that last breath. It was over.
Stephen's death certificate shows the 68-year-old died of sepsis as a result of a treatable urinary tract infection. I've already been in contact with the parent company Illuminate Healthcare as part of our first two reports delving into conditions inside the facility on East Beltline. I sent another email asking for clarity in Stephen's situation and got this response, which read in part, quote, "It is our policy to provide professional care and services in an environment that is free from abuse or neglect. Appropriate state agencies have been promptly notified to initiate their investigations."
What would you like to see happen here?
Closed the doors.
Linda says they decided to share their grief, hoping to spare another family the same pain they endured.
Oh, I feel so sorry for them people. I used to watch them in the hallway screaming, asking them, "Help me." We can't save him, but maybe we can save some of these other people.
Charlie Tinker, 13 on your side.
If you need help with a problem, call the 13 Help team at 616-559-1313 or email help@13onyourside.com.